Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm a Boeing 737 pilot and a member of PMDG's tech team. Today Robert Randazzo has posted a lengthy update on the PMDG product lines and especially on the PMDG 737-800. And I'm sure many of you have already read it in the forums or seen the video he uploaded to YouTube, which by the way you are going to find in the video description below as well. But for those of you who haven't, I'm going to quickly summarize what has been posted in today's update. We're going to start with the new pictures that have been posted. Starting off with the 737-800 freighter that's departing from a Renton over here. And as many of you know, the PMDG 737-800 series is going to come with the 737-800 passengers with both the standard blended winglets and the split scimitar winglets. Then we'll see the freighter, the Boeing converted freighter, and we're going to see the Boeing business jet 2. So, for those of you who are confused with the names, we have the Boeing business jet, that's the one based on the 700. We have the Boeing business jet 2, the one based on the 800, and then there is the Boeing business jet 3 based on the 900. So, in this case, we're talking about the 737 business jet 2 with the 737-800 series. Going on from here, Robert has posted a couple of further pictures. One more with the 737 freighter in the area of Seattle, I'm guessing, over here. And from here on, let's move forward to the video that he's posted, which is really where we get a lot of very interesting information from. I'm sure that many of you have seen the video, so I'm not going to go into too many details about it, because you can just watch it up for yourself. As said, the link is provided down here in the video description. But let's talk about a few things that have been added. So on one hand side, we now have new lights in the flight deck. Basically, we did have those Grimes light and the map light before. However, what's new now is that they are actually movable. So as we can see, going a little bit ahead in the video, the user is now able to turn their position, and that is of course going to change the area that's being illuminated from the lights. So that's something that I do very much appreciate, as we are fiddling with those a lot in real life. And for example, on one occasion you might want it to shine on the window, on another onto the checklist on your control column and so on. So you can now move it around in the flight deck and control what is actually being lit up over there. Another new one then is the Grimes light. So that's the one we can see basically here at the side right now, that we can just see here on the left side, illuminating the area below. So Robert is turning it on right now, and once again you're also able to move this one around and illuminate exactly whichever area you want to illuminate. Now we can see over here how that is looking. Now let's go ahead. What do we use these lights for? Well, one of the major uses for the lights down here is to illuminate the pilot's flight bag and whatever is in it. At least nowadays that is the case. Earlier on, originally they have been installed on the 737 for pilots to actually take them out of their mount and illuminate the wiper in the front window, because that is our clue to check for icing. But for now, MSFS doesn't really seem to like taking that light bulb out, as far as I've understood. Note that I am only commenting on this based on the video that Robert has uploaded and the update he's posted in the forums. So for now, the lights are, I don't like calling it that way, but I'll just call it stuck in the position where they are fixed to the airplane. But the real one you could take out, and I hope that that's going to be added in another future update. Going on from here, some of you may have noticed something explicitly up here, and you probably guessed it. Let's go ahead a little bit. That's right, that's a sun visor up there. And it's not only just a sun visor up here that can illuminate, that you can use, but It actually is two sun visors, one on the right hand side, the other one on the left hand side. So let's go forward a little bit in the video so that we can actually have a look at something more, because there actually is more. So just waiting for Robert to get the sun visor out. It's located in the pocket down here. You click on it and then you get it attached up on the rail like this. And you can actually freely move this one around on the rail where it is attached to. So that is pretty nice. Do note that that is not the only sun visors that are available for the 737s. However, those are two green ones are the two visors that are installed in any 737NG that you see flying, because they come with a product by default. But let's go ahead real quick, because there is a new equipment option that we can see over here, and that is window shades. Note, there are two different things. So on one hand side we have the sun visors, the green ones, and then we have window shades, which are actually fixed attached into the windows. And not a lot of airlines actually have those, but well, I need to rephrase this. So not all airlines have them, but there are airlines that don't. For example, Southwest or Ryanair don't have those fixed window shades installed. That's why they've been made optional equipment. So here we go. That's what those look like. They're available on the one left and two left windows, but not on the front. So one over here, one here in the back, but nothing in the front. And this is what the two ones look like. Of course, both on the captain's and the first officer's side. Now here is something pretty cool. While PMDG has been working on the sunshades, they actually got some scans from real ones in ultra high resolution. And you are going to see this right on the actual sunshades. So wait a second until we are panning over to the other end side and just look at the amount of detail that we see up here. And I can tell you from personal experience that yes, this is what they look like, because they are constantly being taken out of the pocket, being thrown back into it. Then there's the pilot's flight bag next to it, so chances are it might be scratching over the flight bag. So yeah, they are pretty scratched, but that is honestly exactly how they look like in the actual airplane. Now let's go on and take the fixed sunshade out as well. And you can see now, as it's being moved around, how those scratches and everything are actually taking their toll over here, and how these are and how everything is coming along while the light is shining on those sunshades. So that is a pretty cool feature if you ask me. And let's be totally honest, the new LNAV has been nice, the VNAV enhancement has been nice, but for the vast majority of you guys, I know that those sunshades are probably the more interesting thing. Which is kind of sad, if I'm honest, but that's how things are. So that's the new sunshades. Going on then, there's also a small update on the tablet posted, and Robert does estimate PMDG's Universal Flight tablet to go into beta testing in the second half of September, and with a bit of luck, he's hoping that it's going to be added to the airplane shortly afterwards in an update already, because he does not anticipate the tablet requiring a long beta process, as it was designed from the outset to be easily expandable and scalable, much like a real tablet device. Now, let's move on to the interesting thing, shall we? The 737-800. So according to the update later on the 21st of August, which is today when I'm recording this video, the release candidate is being handed to the beta testers, and currently Robert does not see any issues that might prevent a release soon thereafter. So he says it himself, and I quote, "We might have one or two minor tweaks we want to make to this build before it gets out to you, but the plan currently is to release the PMDG 737-800 between the 23rd August and the 31st August 2022. Quote end. Finally, one more thing that I want to talk about that's covered in the update, that is the question, should you upgrade to Microsoft Flight Simulator Software Update 10 Beta? And a number of customers have asked for PMDG's opinion on upgrading to the MSFS SU10 Beta, and the entire PMDG team, as well as a large portion of the beta testers, that includes myself, have upgraded to the beta version of Microsoft Flight Simulator and have found that it improves the stability of the Microsoft Flight Simulator platform generally and PMDG products specifically. So I know that a couple of you are still facing the issue with the attitude direction indicator on the primary flight display flickering in black, and that is fixed with the SU10 beta. So in terms of PMDG's recommendation, the recommendation is to try out the beta, because right now it does seem to be working really well with the PMDG and it does solve that issue. There is one warning though. For anyone hoping to take advantage of DLSS, there are issues with the screen drawing on the EFIS type LED displays currently in the SU10 beta, and there is nothing to be done about it at this time, and Asobo has been pretty clear that they are aware of it and are working with Nvidia on a fix. So PMDG does recommend the 737 users steer clear of that rendering mode for now until MSFS gives the all clear. Now, that's pretty much the update summarized. Now head over and have a look at the video that Robert uploaded on the PMDG 737-800 if you have not done so yet. Until then, I hope that you have appreciated today's update and that you're all looking forward to the release just as much as I do. And I'm really looking forward to see you all flying the 737-800 hopefully very soon. So with all of this said and done, thank you very much for being on the channel today. Hope that you have enjoyed this one. And if you want to support the channel, there is a Buy Me a Coffee link in the video description below, over which you can make a small donation. Thank you very much for watching and have a great remaining weekend and hopefully an excellent next week.